Hello and good evening to all. My name is Shalini and I welcome you all in this special virtual book launch event. मेरा नाम है शालिनी और आप सभी का स्वागत है इस वर्चुअल बुक लॉन्च इवेंट में। फ्रेंड्स, आज का युवा, आज की यंग जनरेशन अपना करियर को चूज़ करते टाइम बहुत ही ध्यान रखती है, बहुत ही अलर्ट है और सभी अपनी-अपनी इंटरेस्ट के अकॉर्डिंग ही अपने करियर को चूज़ करना चाहते हैं। लेकिन कुछ ऐसे पॉइंटर्स हैं, कुछ ऐसे महत्वपूर्ण बातें हैं, कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ें हैं, कुछ पॉइंट्स हैं जिनको हमें जानना ज़रूरी है। लेकिन अगर वो ये पॉइंट्स जान ले अपने करियर के इनिशियल स्टेज पर ही, तो वो उनका जो करियर है वो नई ऊँचाइयों को छू सकता है। तो वो पॉइंटर्स कौन से हैं? वो कौन से महत्वपूर्ण बिंदु हैं जिन्हें हमें जानना चाहिए अपने करियर को उठाने के लिए, ऊँचा करने के लिए? उन्हीं के बारे में आज हम बात करने वाले हैं और इसी टॉपिक से रिलेटेड बुक आज हम वर्चुअली लॉन्च करने वाले हैं। सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू लॉन्च अ कंप्लीट करियर गाइड बुक एंड द बुक नेम इज एक्ट एंड गेट प्रमोटेड, 7 incredible principles to get promoted, and the author name is Sri Mulugund. This book offers a clear path to achieve success. A huge amount of experience, a huge amount of observation inputs have been included in this book. This book is an honest effort to help individuals who wish to help themselves in their career. So allow me to kickstart the event and let me introduce the author first. So जिन ऑथर को आज हमने यहाँ इनवाइट किया है उनका एक छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन मैं आपको दे देती हूँ ताकि आप इजीली उनके साथ कनेक्ट कर पाएं। Sri Mulugund is a leading mindfulness coach and learning strategist. He has corporate exposure of more than 3 decades. He helps individuals achieve success and happiness by aligning them with their true sense of self and purpose. So, without any further delay, I would like to invite author of the event, Sri Mulugund. Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm also good, sir. And first of all, sir, many congratulations for this special moment for you. And we are launching your book. So, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling excited, definitely. A great sense of accomplishment, definitely. And it's always an excitement, right? When you do something, when you want to do something and you achieve that, there is an excitement. And also, there are other things like something like vulnerability, because whatever you thought all these days, you are sharing with the entire world. So people have right to comment on that, say what is good, what is right, and things like that. Of course, there's some sense of pride also, and there is some sense of gratitude for people who have really helped me to
Exactly.
write this book. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So, sir, as I said earlier, that this book is a complete career guide. So,
Yeah,
why did you choose this particular topic, this particular subject? Please.
yeah. One thing is you can only talk about what you know. So
Mhm.
see, I have seen people generally they spend about 30 to 40 years in their career, and taking my own experience, probably I thought that if somebody would have told me this 30 years back, you know, definitely I felt wow, it would have been something different. So
Mhm.
one thing is my experience. I've been in the corporate industry. One thing. Second thing is passion and interest. Like you are ever passionate about learning, and I'm part of a learning industry. Then the exposure, the knowledge, the skills, the experience. I wanted to give something to people which will really
Mhm.
help them, because so this is one topic I think most of us spend a lot of time in our jobs. I felt this is something relevant to all of us, so that is why I chose this topic. Yeah.
Exactly. True, sir. So, friends, we are discussing with the author of the event, author of the book, Sri Mulgun, and this book is live on Amazon. ये book Amazon पर live है and has become #1 bestseller also. So, sir, first of all, congratulations. This book is now become Amazon #1 bestseller. So, how are you feeling? Your first book, and this is the status.
Yeah, definitely. So the first feeling is it's some sort of validation, right? And if
Okay,
your book becomes bestseller,
exactly.
it is like people validating, yes, this book has something to offer. And there are other things like in terms of opportunities, in terms of motivation. It gives a sort of motivation, right? And of course, I talked about pride. I talked about there are other opportunities coming in my way, because what happens is when you become bestseller, the expectation from people will be really high, because when I'm try to release my second book, they say this author is author, Amazon bestseller author. So my
Mm-hmm.
expectation is gone beyond, I feel, that the benchmark has really
Okay.
been high. Definitely, yeah, yeah.
So, and sir, how's your family reaction, your friends' reaction on this
Yeah, yeah.
best-selling
They are
book?
very happy. They are very happy, excited, and in fact, a lot of people. In fact, I put this in my social media, LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
There were so many responses. In fact, people wanted to buy before this, even before launch, and that is why it has become a bestseller. Because a lot of people had already bought some books, some copies now. There's a lot of excitement in the industry, because see what happens is, when you have gone through the different stages of life and you've seen the corporate industry, and
Mm-hmm.
people relate to me, people relate this subject to me, so I think it will have a great impact on people who read this book.
True, true, sir. Sir, in your book, there are 7 incredible principles to get promoted. And the
Yeah,
first chapter of this book is awareness, self awareness.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
first of all, we really want to know how is self awareness related to career growth?
yeah. Wonderful question. So they say the highest knowledge is a self knowledge. We talk about in spiritual parlance, but it is true in career world also, because unless you know what are your strengths, what are your weakness, what are your values, what are your passions, how are you going to sell in the
Mm-hmm.
market? So even to define your goal, your career path, you should know about yourself, right? In terms of strength, passion, interest. In Hindi, we also call it swadharma. There is something called swadharma, like somebody is made to do something very well, and if you know what you are good at, the path becomes much easier. Otherwise, what happens, there are a lot of people getting into something and they realize this is not for me. They spend 8 years, 10 years, then they change the career path and things like that. But
Mm-hmm.
if you know about yourself, what you really enjoy doing, and what you are passionate about, everything falls in place. Because when you do what you are passionate, definitely excellence there's an outcome is excellence. So
Mm-hmm.
self awareness is very important. Again, I'm also talking about mindfulness here. See, the whole life can change if we can take conscious decisions in your life, being conscious about what you
Exactly.
decide in life. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
that is why I brought in the aspect of self awareness. And I've talked about a lot of things about self awareness there. And once you, it's basically about knowing your strengths, weakness, how you can sell yourself based on your experience, your knowledge, your exposure. So that is why self awareness is very important aspect. That is my first chapter of my book. So I have given a lot of importance for that.
Exactly. And this is the first impression that you learn about self awareness. And this is connected to all our aspects also, not only in career, but in
Yeah,
our life also. So, what do you say about
absolutely.
this?
Absolutely. See, see, the whole quality of life can increase multifold if we start living life consciously, right? And that is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about, self-awareness. See, it is not about just taking decision without thinking, without knowing. You take decision consciously, like being mindful, and when you decide out of not out of compulsion, it's because your father told to do this, your somebody friend told to do this, that will not work. Take responsibility, be accountable, and do what really matters to you. See what you are, you cannot negotiate what you are in life, like you are what you are,
Mm-hmm.
as simple as that. And know about it, and be bold about it, be accountable, be responsible, and take decisions what really matters to you. And you take decision like that, definitely you'll be successful, instead of just taking decision out of compulsion, or somebody has told something. So that is where self-awareness is very, very important aspect. And it's also about knowing about yourself, like probably parent would have spent a lot of money in see, if you're an engineer, definitely
Mm-hmm.
should think about, you would have gone through 5 years of education, right? And there's no point in choosing something totally different. Try to
Right.
understand about yourself. And yeah, yeah, that is what I was stressed in my book. Yeah, yeah.
And you also you have written also about personal brand. So, so how important is to build a personal brand for making a beautiful career? You know.
Yeah, yeah. See, believe it or not, every moment of our life we are creating brand.
Mm-hmm.
So creating, when I say creating brand, the way you talk, your tone, your voice, your body language, how you present
Mm-hmm.
yourself, the way you dress,
Right.
we are creating brand every moment of our life. So in corporate world, what happens? It's all about differentiation. right? How you see when there is one position available, at least there will be 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, we don't know. So you should be able to differentiate. How you are able to differentiate it is only by branding. So I have given a
Mm-hmm.
lot. See, my book is about all about actionable things. Like, I'm not just talked about branding. I've talked about what exactly you can do to build your brand. So one thing is, what you can bring to table is defined by your brand. See, for example, if I know that there is some task for me, there is one job, one position available, I will think of people. When I would think of
Mm-hmm.
person, first thing is, what is the brand they have created, right? See, I might be the best person on the earth, but if I don't talk about myself, if I don't brand about myself.
Exactly.
See, you see, take about my book itself now. The book is fantastic. That is what I feel. But if I'm not telling anyone on the earth, there's no point in doing that. Then again, the credibility we're talking about, building credibility happens through brand. Then the trust. You create opportunities when you create your brand. Then again, when you want to build your long-term career growth, branding is a must. You have to brand yourselves. So the branding is very important aspect, and I talked about detail in my book on this. Yeah.
All right. So, what are the skills that you want to mention for making building business or career? What are the skills we require?
See, the reality is the world is changing very fast, very fast. Today, you might have heard
Right,
of
right,
chat GPT and AI. The world is changing very, very fast. See, we cannot survive unless we are relevant to the world. As simple as that.
right.
See, people
Hmm.
need to understand one thing. See, what happens is when they get into a job, they have to understand it is the end of the day, it's business, right? So companies will retain you unless they will not retain you unless you are relevant for the industry, right? So see, skills are so crucial. Your employability depends upon your skill. Like, your job performance depends upon your skill, adaptability, career advancement, professional growth, the opportunities, even the reputation. The kind of reputation you build is based on your
Mm-hmm.
skills you build. So if you build your skills, your reputation will increase, and even the innovation. So even skills like strategic thinking, presentation skills, delegation skills. The skills are very crucial. And what I've done in my book is, I've talked about some specific skills which are relevant, which are, for example,
Hmm.
presentation skills. Like, you end of the year, there is an appraisal happening. You would have done a fantastic job entire year. But if you're not able to present what you have done, if you're not able to articulate what you have
Hmm.
not done, then you are a
True.
total failure. Skills are very really crucial, and the world is changing. We need to adapt, and we need to learn and be relevant. Otherwise, we are not there. And it's not about just learning. It's also about unlearning, relearning. Many times you have to
Right,
unlearn
right.
something. Yeah, yeah,
And also making a brilliant career. There is a communication skills also,
yeah.
which is
Absolutely,
very much
absolutely.
required.
No doubt
So,
about
what you
it.
say
Yeah.
about communication skill?
Communication is
What
a
do you think?
basic skill. In fact, like, being born as human being, one of the greatest gift we have is the
Right.
communication, right? And they say
Mm-hmm.
in Hindi, they say, like, मुंह खोलेगा सारा खानदान पता लग जाएगा. They say that if you speak for 5 minutes, if you speak for
Right.
5 minutes, your credibility, your passion, your value, your knowledge, your skill, it talks so much about you. So communication it is not just for even a career growth, even in your personal
Yeah.
life
Right.
also, to build a
Mm-hmm.
good relationship with anyone, even in family life, or to have a good friend. So, and you see, in every aspect of life, communication is very, very important. Like, the way you communicate, the way you present. Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Right. Right, sir. True. True. And sir, also there is accomplishment is like who is a true leader according to you. You mentioned about the leadership also.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
according to you, what is leadership and who is a real leader?
Yeah, see, leadership. One thing is, the first thing is, according to me, is integrity. Integrity. See, other skills will follow. First thing is, I say in Hindi, kaya vacha manasa. It means you should speak what you think and do what you speak. Integrity is
Mm-hmm.
very, very important, and there are a lot of other skills like being a visionary. Like, you should see, for example, if you join a company, you should have that vision to take company. See, for example, it is a 1 crore company. I want to build it to a 1,000 crore company. Visionary
Mm-hmm.
is very important. Empathy is very, very important, because leadership is not about you. It is all about how you help people to succeed. And emotional intelligence is also one aspect, because they say IQ can get you a job, but emotional intelligence EQ will help you to retain the job. And we also talked about communication. A leader should have a good communication skills. Then I'm thinking of skills like decision making. One of the important aspect is how quickly you decide, the capability to decide. Then taking accountability. Leader is one who takes accountability. Then it is also about resilience. There are challenges in any leadership and how you manage them. And empowering people is very important. Another very crucial aspect is continuous learning. Leader is one who keeps on learning. And I have seen, according to my experience, every good leader has a coach. For example, if I want to write a book, I should talk to Nitin Soni. Right? So 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 every leader has some coach, right? And coaching is very important because, see, at every there's always somebody better than you in life. That is what I feel. There's always somebody better than you, and it is always important that you have a coach and you have that mindset, and having that great vision, integrity, empathy, and of course skills is something which you keep on learning. These are things which comes to my mind when you talk about leadership.
Exactly, exactly. So during our career, we do face many challenges like related to finance, related to emotional health, related to business partner. So how can we overcome from this scenario?
Yeah. Very interesting question. I love this question.
Yeah.
See, one important thing is, uh, first thing is acceptance, I would say. See, everybody has problems. One thing is acceptance. You don't have to. See, a lot of people don't accept. See, the moment you accept, is a different level of intelligence works. First is acceptance. Second thing is seeking help. Like, I always keep telling people, asking for help is a sign of strength, right? And so there are experts, ask for help. And having a positive mindset can really help. And see, there is no problem is big, always break it down. See, the question is, if you tell me one problem, I will ask you one question: what can you do right now? What action you can take today? So break it
Hmm.
down. You don't have to think about. See, the beauty of life is, we get one moment in a life, like we just need to live that moment. It's all about managing that situation. So if you break it down and see, if you have a big problem, at least question yourself, what can you do right now, right? And of course, there are a lot of other things, like there is a training which we do in corporate. It's something called problem solving capabilities, problem solving skills. How to solve a problem? There is a training on that. And learn, be willing to learn, adapt, learn new skills. And another very interesting thing I would like to share is, sometimes you have to let go our ego. Like, what should I ask help? Like, let go your ego and
Mm-hmm.
celebrate small success. Like, for example, you are managing a big problem. If you are able to achieve small thing, you celebrate. And this can really help you. Yeah, this is what comes to my mind when we talk about challenges.
And I think facing these challenges is also a very big skill, very beautiful skill also we should have,
Correct. Yeah.
right?
See, without
So
challenges, right? We don't what we are today because of our challenges, because it makes you
exactly,
stronger in life.
challenges and through learnings
Yeah,
also.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so friends, how is it going so far? I hope you all are enjoying. And if yes, please do comment in the comment section below and share your views. If you have any question, if you have any query, please ask us, and our author would be more than happy to answer your questions. So we have learned about self-awareness. We have learned about the building a brand also, skills also.
Yeah.
So एक चीज और है, one thing is also that important चीज thing is last point to delivery, deliver your
Correct.
results also.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how important is it to deliver
Yeah.
results? We also know about
Absolutely.
this.
See, one thing we have to understand: every company hires for a specific reason, right? They have something to solve. They're hiring somebody because they have some challenges to solve. One of the foundation in every career is, you have to excel in what you do. That is the basic foundation. Without that, nothing can work. First thing is, be good in what you are doing. Whatever you do, doesn't matter what you do. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
you have to do your best. You have to give your best. You have to excel in what you do. That is one basic thing. And see, they always say, right? There is saying that you can be a part of problem or a part of solution at any given point of time. So what I would say is, we should always be. See, I can always complain about every situation, but the question is, If I become a part of solution, then the management will see me in a different way. So delivering results is not just about what you know, it is about understanding what the employer needs. And that is basic and fundamental to any job. Like even in business also. See, if you open a shop, you should excel in what you are doing. Simple, like if you open a tea shop, you should be making a good tea. So that is a basic in everything. And of course it takes a mindset also, like so some people are there, uh, they feel that I have learned something and that's it, so they have that see, for example, in government organizations, we're talking about 10 years, 2 decades earlier, if somebody joins as a typist or somebody joins as a computer operator, and they do that for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
But the world is not like that now, so you have to keep learning and try to excel. See, the beauty here is there's always people to willing to help you. Today you can, for example, you are doing something in Excel and you don't know how
Mm-hmm.
to do it, you just go to YouTube, ask ChatGPT, it will tell you. So
Right.
everything is available. Only thing is you should excel in what you do. It is basic to any career advancement, I would say.
राइट एवरीथिंग इज अवेलेबल एंड बस हमें ये चीज़ देखनी है कि हमारे लिए कौन सी यूजफुल है विच थिंग इज
Correct.
यूजफुल फॉर आवर करियर फॉर अस
Yeah,
सो
yeah,
वी कैन यूज इट so you also have mentioned about 2 interviews in your book in the last
correct.
section. So we
Yeah,
also want to know about these interviews also.
yeah. So interesting question. So see, like this. If you see, if you want to imagine, you are want to know about cricket, you want to go and
हाँ.
ask Sachin Tendulkar about cricket. If Sachin
हम्म.
Tendulkar talks about cricket, everybody will listen to him, right? Because he has achieved something in his life. It is something
Consciously.
amazing. Yes, he has achieved wonders. So if somebody has achieved something in life, when he talks, people will listen to him. So what I have done in my book is I'm fortunate enough. I got two people who have really achieved excellence in their career.
हम्म.
Like one is Mr.
हम्म.
Ram Kumar, and one Mr. Sujit Pai. So one person is a managing director of a company, has managed a very large company. So somebody has achieved at that scale when he speaks, right? And it is an authority. It is an authority. So that is
Right.
another reason why everyone should buy my book. These two chapters, I can tell you, it is like a pill. Um, so in 3 4 pages, I think they have told all the secrets about career advancement, how you can grow in corporate life. I would just
हम्म.
ask them 3 4 questions. They have poured out their knowledge, their entire experience of more than 4 decades, 3 to 4 decades. They have just
Beautiful.
poured out in the form of a pill, and the
हम्म.
way it has come out, it is beautiful because they have just spoken about the core, what exactly you need. They talked about, in fact, Sujit Pai told about 11 points, what you need to get to go have a career growth in your like corporate world.
हम्म.
He talks about skills, leadership, cultural awareness. I think beautifully has put it. So these two interviews worth reading, I can tell you. Forget about the other 7 chapters. Even if you read just two
Okay.
interviews, just four
Sure,
pages.
sir. Sure, sure. Sir, what kind of research work have you done for this book?
Yeah. See, research, I of course, I went to a lot of books, YouTube
Yeah.
videos, and the best part is I am part of learning and development team of one of the leading companies in the world. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm part of the learning team. I know what exactly happens in learning, how we upskill people to be relevant in the job. So that is one thing. And see, for me, it is not about comparing my book with anyone. So I just wanted to say what comes from my heart, what I truly feel.
Right.
This is
Right.
I poured something from my heart. Of course, I've read a lot of books. I did a lot of research, all these things,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm also a certified international certified career coach from Mindler. There's an institute called Mindler. I'm a career coach. I've gone through a lot of things, but ultimately, what I've done is what really matters. What comes from my heart. I just put it in my book. Of course, research is required because end of the day, it's
Exactly.
all about knowing the audience, right? See, I had a
Mm-hmm.
clear audience in my mind, so by any standards, I feel my book is like it covers. It is a comprehensive book, I would say. Like if somebody's starting a job today, if they go through that, I'm sure it will be really helpful.
So, sir, after this book, what are your next plan? What your future plan regarding writing?
See, writing for me, training is very close to my heart. Training facilitation.
Okay.
That I'm going to write book on that. Already, I've done 50%
Mm-hmm.
of my work there. So see, there's always a satisfaction, right? You know something which you have worked hard and learned, and if you can offer it to the world, See, our lives are very short, right? So we don't know. So if the book is there, I'm sure it is going to be useful for many people. So my next book is all about training and facilitation. Yeah,
All right. Sir, in our audience, someone is asking Yukta Gulati, and she is
yeah.
asking, which is your favorite chapter in your book? Okay.
Oh, see, all chapters are interesting,
All
but I
right.
would like to talk about leadership, like building leadership qualities, because leadership exists at all level. It is not just about for only a leader. At every level, leadership qualities are there. And in my chapter on leadership, that is the biggest chapter in my book, and I've talked about Harvard research. I talked about the inclusive leadership. I talked about compassionate leadership. I talked about the latest trends in the leadership industry today. I also referred to some excellent books there. So that chapter has come out really well, because if a leader, some leader, reads that book, they may really enjoy reading that book, because it is relevant, most relevant, I would say, in the industry today. So I talked in length about my leadership. That is most interesting. But other things are also important. Like I talked about building network, very important, because building network also is very, very important, and I've spoken in length about it. Yeah.
Right. One more person with us, Swati, and she's asking, some people they don't know or unaware about the skills or strength. So how can we help them?
See, one thing is you should have that mindset to excel in your career. See, everything can help you. Only one thing is, first thing, you should have that mindset of, I want to really grow in our career. And I've given stepwise, like for example, see, we want to be, you want to be promoted to the next level. Talk to your manager, saying that what skills I need. Be vocal about it. Talk to your manager and build that skills, whatever skills are required. See, you feel accountable, feel responsible. The moment you feel responsible, feel accountable, then everything will open up for you. Because when you truly feel that I need to grow in my career, you will do 100 things. That is the power of, see, they say that wherever the attention goes, the energy flows. Wherever the energy flows, the result shows. That is the law of nature. And if you
Right.
truly feel that you need to
Beautiful.
excel in your career, you will
Mhm.
think about it. You will get 100 ideas, I will say.
Right. Sir, if anyone wants to connect with you, how can we get in touch?
Yeah, see, I am there in LinkedIn. You can just type Sri Mulugund. I'm
Okay.
there in LinkedIn. I'm there in Facebook. You can write me an email. I'll be happy. And I also coach people who are really interested to work with me. I
All
coach one
right.
to one. Yeah, so you can contact me through any means. Yeah.
Sure, sure, sir. Sir, any last message for our audience, for our youth?
Okay, I would say, see, the cost of the book is less than the cost of a meal.
Okay.
Funny part, for the
Right.
fun part of it. But see, people spend a lot of money, time, effort in building their careers. They go to trainings, they go to consultants, a lot of things. So this book is, I would say, you should try this book. So see, I'm not telling all 50 ideas I have given in the book may work out for you, but at least there are maybe one or two ideas it can just change your life. So what I suggest is, go through this book. We never know. One thing can change your life. And the intention of writing this book is that everyone should live in abundance, right? Because see, there is enough in this world for everyone to be in abundance. So I strongly feel that everyone should read this book, especially people who are in jobs and who are starting their career just now. That is my
Right.
last message. Yeah, yeah.
Right, right. Sir, thank you so much हमसे जुड़ने के लिए and for your valuable views also and becoming a part of this program. We wish you all the very best for your future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. सो फ्रेंड दिस वाज द प्रोग्राम विद मिस्टर मुलगुन और उनके साथ हमने करियर को लेकर के बहुत सारी बातचीत की करियर को लेकर के स्किल्स ब्रांड बिल्डिंग किस तरह से करनी चाहिए अलग अलग पॉइंट्स उन्होंने बहुत बखूबी हमें बताए इस बुक को परचेज करने का अमेजॉन लिंक हमने आपके साथ शेयर किया है आप चैट बॉक्स में जाकर के वहाँ देख सकते हैं वहाँ से बुक परचेज कर सकते हैं ये बुक अमेजॉन पर लाइव है और बेस्ट सेलर हो चुकी है इतना कुछ सर ने करियर के बारे में यूथ को बता दिया है तो शायद मेरे कुछ कहने की ज़रूरत नहीं है लेकिन फिर भी मैं लास्ट में यही कहना चाहूँगी कि हम सभी को अपना करियर अपने इंटरेस्ट के अकॉर्डिंग चूज़ करना चाहिए और कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि फैमिली प्रेशर में या पीयर प्रेशर में आकर के हम गलत डिसीजन ले लेते हैं और फिर बाद में गिल्ट करते हैं, पछताते हैं। तो इसकी जगह आपको अपनी मेहनत, अपने इंटरेस्ट के अकॉर्डिंग करियर चूज़ करना चाहिए और उसके बाद ही आपको सच्ची खुशी, ट्रू हैप्पीनेस और ट्रू सेटिस्फैक्शन मिलेगा। सो इसी मैसेज के साथ आज का ये इवेंट मैं यहीं रैप अप करती हूँ। अगर आज के प्रोग्राम के थ्रू आपको कोई भी नई लर्निंग मिली हो या आपको ये इवेंट, ये प्रोग्राम पसंद आया हो, सो इस वीडियो को ज़रूर लाइक कीजिएगा और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर कीजिएगा। अगर आपने सुपर पावर ऑथर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है, तो अभी फटाफट से इसको सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, ताकि आपके पास इसी तरह के वैल्यूएबल नोटिफिकेशन आते रहें, क्योंकि हम अलग-अलग तरह की इवेंट्स, बुक लॉन्चेस करते रहते हैं, जो कि बहुत वैल्यू रखते हैं हमारी लाइफ में, वैल्यूज़ ऐड करते हैं। सो मिलते हैं दोबारा आपसे एक नई बुक के साथ, एक नए टॉपिक के साथ। टिल देन टेक केयर एंड थैंक्स फॉर जॉइनिंग। थैंक यू सो मच।